This is for all my Pisces for the month of April 2025, as well as for the first week of May 2025. Now, these two cards represent the energy that may exist within your heart, mind, body, and spirit for, again, the month of April and the beginning of May. Should you connect to these two cards or this energy, then this reading is for you. So you have the Page of Wands and the Three of Wands. So your energy for this month is very positive, and you're operating with somewhat of a mid frequency of energy, meaning you're not too forceful, you're not too low, you have motivation, there is some drive, there is some desire, there is something that you're wanting to accomplish for the month of April and May, but you're just starting to invest your time, energy, effort into a certain goal or into a certain relationship or certain area or aspect of your life. And I do see that in the recent past, it took a lot of effort for you to understand or gain that wisdom necessary for you to know what decision to make or what step to make or what goal to have, or to achieve certain skill sets that you have right now. It took you some time and effort on your part, but now you're at a place in life where things may look a little more stable for you. And so this month is a lot of transforming of your energy. So from an energy that struggled and may not have a solid direction of where to go, this month you do have a little more stability. You have a little more of a clear vision of where to invest your time, your effort, your attention in a strategic, methodical, and experienced manner, all right, for this month. And if you connect with this description, then this reading is for you. We're going to look at the alignment of your heart, mind, and body. All right, looking at your heart, you have the Strength, the Six of Cups, and the Nine of Cups. So again, what we saw in your energy, you have positive energy within your heart. You meaning you're very stable emotionally, right? You may be feeling well balanced. You may have a strong. You may be feeling very secure or very self-assured or very confident right now. Like you feel like you have a handle on your life and the direction you want to go. And it does look like you're feeling sort of proud of yourself. You're proud of how far you've come and you're proud of how things are going. And I do see you feeling a sense of closeness with the people in your life, your family or your partner, your children, if you have them. Now, let's look at your mind for this month of April and May. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Wands in reverse. Yeah, your mind is also operating with a higher level of positive energy within. You are already committed to certain goals. You're already committed to certain goals, certain ideas, something that you want to achieve, and you're already putting the steps in motion for yourself of accomplishing it. You're ready for whatever comes your way. So it looks like you may be waiting on some type of result or some type of news, or you're waiting for some type of graduation or some type of promotion or some type of end date. There's something coming up that for some of y'all, there's something coming up that you are preparing for. And so you're trying to get ready for it, but you feel confident about it, right? So I don't see any doubt because of the Five of Wands in reverse. I don't see you doubting yourself or doubting your capabilities or doubting what's going to happen. You're confident in this. So very strong stable mindset within you as well for whatever is about to happen. And you could be working on relationships too. You could be waiting on, some of y'all could be waiting for the birth of a baby, or your wedding to come, right? So it's not necessarily having to do with your career or your education for some of y'all. But I do see a lot of it having to do with your personal goals. We're going to move on to your intentions. So this is what you want people to see and believe based on your actions. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the Strength in reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so notice you have the Strength card here and the Strength card here in your heart. So while you're feeling confident and feeling strong in your capabilities and how you feel about yourself, you could, so I didn't say it, but some of y'all look like you have positive self-esteem, right? What you want people to see and believe is that if there is something lacking in your partner or in the family or in whatever group dynamic that needs support, you're wanting other people to see and believe that you got them, that you are the support. You are someone who can build that foundation and create that stability, create that wealth, create that harmony to establish that love and that sense of peace and security. You're that person. Whatever you say you want to do, or whatever your goal is, it's for the long run. So this is not something temporary for you. You really believe in what you're doing. You really believe in the relationship, or you really believe in whatever dream or goal that you have, that this is it. It's permanent, or at least it's just not temporary. But what do other people in your life perceive of you? What are their opinions? So down here represents your inner circle, friends, family, co-workers, people who can see you, observe you on a regular basis, no matter how few of people that may be, or no matter how few of observations that may be. This is where you can see it. You have the Star in reverse, the Four of Wands in reverse, and the Magician. So people actually, this is interesting. So other people in your life, and again, this represents your inner circle, they don't have the same level of optimism or self-assurance that you have. They actually don't see things working. They don't even see how it could work. In fact, they feel like it's doomed or destined to fail, or it's never going to get better. But they see that you're capable of making something happen. You are the magician. You're someone who can bring into reality a dream that you have, or a dream that they have. So you can manifest anything. They have this great confidence about you and about your skill set and about whatever you're capable of and whatever you tell them. They believe in you. So yeah, that is interesting. So what your intentions are, yeah, people believe you. And I hope that gave you some sort of validation. But again, this is only what could be their observations. And not everybody in your inner circle will think the same way. We're going to move on to this situation for this month that has to be talked about according to your loved ones on the other side. So you have the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Wands, and the Queen of Swords in what we should talk about today. It looks like you have the difficult task of explaining to other people in your life that even if there is pain, even if there's trauma, even if they're trying to heal from a betrayal or a loss, that there is still an opportunity to find hope again, to find joy again, to find purpose in life again. So there's someone in your life that you're having to convince that things can be okay. And how can you find the right words to tell to somebody who they don't fully believe it within themselves? Because you can only be that motivation for someone for so long until they have to be that motivation for themselves. So they have to want it internally rather than always rely on you constantly feeding them those words of inspiration and motivation and feeding them what they should do or what they should not do. So ultimately, how can you give other people empowerment and a level of independence away from you, right? So let's see what your loved ones have to say. And if this doesn't resonate for you, that's okay. You can feel free to fast forward to the word of encouragement, because that could be for you as well. Let's look at the energy that you need more of for this situation. You have the 8 of Cups and the 8 of Swords. There is this need to embrace what feels uncomfortable, to embrace the dissatisfaction, to embrace the apathy or the lack of feeling or the lack of passion. There's a need to accept that or to acknowledge that. And either you're going to have to step up in the conversation and acknowledge their feelings. So if you're one of those people that are like, it's okay, everything's going to be okay, like we can get through this, let's think of the positives, your loved ones on the other side, they want you to just for a moment acknowledge what the other person went through. And if you went through it, acknowledge that you went through that. Are there feelings or emotions that you are ignoring or trying to bury in the back of your mind in order for you to keep your level of optimism? And if so, then you're going to have to address those negative emotions or that trauma within you as well. But overall, you or whoever is involved in this situation, you're going to have to acknowledge again the negative emotions that people are feeling currently. Because if you don't acknowledge those emotions, you or the other person will never feel free from how they feel. So this is an internal struggle that has to be set free. This isn't an external thing you can do. There's no action you can take that will fix how they feel on the inside until you set it free by talking about it, giving a name and definition to the issues that are within, that are happening, to the issues that are happening within. And I hope that makes sense. The energy that you need less of for April and May, you have the Page of Swords and the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. A lot of number 8. So you have a number 8 here. Number 8, number 8. You have a number 8 in your mind. And another number 8, 8 of Wands. And the other 8s coming up. No? All right. A lot of 8s. So a lot of your energy is very determined, is all that is showing in this reading. Your energy is like a locomotive. It's like a train. You're like you are an unstoppable force. You have a very strong energy to you, Pisces. You're just you keep going, and other people are just gonna have to hold on, or they just fall off because they can't keep up with your energy and your motivation. And we see that in the energy that you need less of. If you're trying to communicate with the other person in this situation that everything's going to be okay, you're just going to have to work at it. You're just going to have to not quit. Don't be a quitter. Keep going and put in that work. Your loved ones on the other side, they're like, please don't tell that person that. Please don't. If you've been telling the other person that all they have to do is get up, stop crying, or don't talk about the past and just move on, those may not be the best words for you to say. All right? Remember, the energy you need more of is acknowledging what happened, acknowledging how people are feeling, and all the negative emotions that may be within you and that may be within the other person. And I do see how you communicate what is, how you communicate, how you operate. How can I say this? if you're a hard worker, right? Naturally, you may expect other people to be hard workers too, and if they fall short of your standards, you may judge them too quickly, or you may be too critical of other people who can't keep up with you and all that strong energy that you have. So your loved ones on the other side, they want you to be careful in how you judge other people. So when you have this conversation with this other person that you really, we see in this reading that you really care about this other person. So this isn't to say that, oh, you're being too harsh and you're not loving. We see in your intentions, you want to be that rock. You want, you want things to work out. You want to be supportive. It's just, be careful about being too critical on them not working as hard as you. And also, you take care of you. Okay, how you operate has gotten you this far, right, in life. But there's just something about, for the month of April and May, your loved ones on the other side, they just want you to slow down a little bit, because you do have to protect your energy, you do have to protect your energy. So all that effort you're making, all that hard work, it may not be necessary in April and May. So keep that in mind as well. We're going to look at the near future, the outcome of this situation for you. And I'll look at when this should occur in your predictions. So in the near future, you have the Four of Wands, the Two of Cups, and the Moon in reverse. Notice you have the Four of Wands here, and you have the Four of Wands in the opinions or observations of other people about you. And remember, they were not sure if this could work, right? They're not that confident within themselves. Well, it's the Four of Wands is upright. So in the near future, it does look like the other person in this reading, your partner or a family member or someone that you truly care about, they are going to fully believe in a brighter future, and they're going to work better with you. Okay, they may share the same vision as you. They may agree to the same goals. They may agree to the same promises or express the same level of commitment as you. Okay, there is this risk though that emotions could run high. So while this is going on, things are full of happiness or optimism and love, there is this risk of being too nervous or being too scared. Either, I don't see it for you, but I do see it for the other person involved. Yeah, they may be too emotionally, they may be at risk of not trusting the goodness of it all, the positivity of it all. So either your partner is going to be at risk of wanting to slow things down, or you're going to run the risk of you wanting to speed things up again. So there may be a need for there to be a balance of the pace of which you progress in this relationship. That is in this reading. Now this should occur for you, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Beginning in the 4th week of April and the 1st week of May, you should see some transformation within your relationship or partnership take shape in a positive direction. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4th week of April and the 1st week of May, you will start to see things take shape for you. We're going to move on to your word of encouragement from your loved ones on the other side. Now, all these dropped out for you. You have the Temperance in reverse, the King of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Chariot in reverse. All of this for your word of encouragement from your loved ones on the other side. If you're someone who naturally is a leader, or who is naturally a provider, who is constantly giving inspiration to other people, or you're naturally taking care of other people and providing that level of security and comfort and love to other people. For the month of April and the beginning of May, your loved ones on the other side, they want you to not put all your time and effort into a certain goal or into a certain relationship. They want you instead to embrace this month with an open mind, with an open heart for any possibility to come your way. They don't want you to try to make things happen or to force things to go a certain way. You may be good at that. You may be a really good leader, provider, caretaker, or caregiver, but just for the month of April and the beginning of May, become someone who can receive and receive without having any expectations attached to that. So allow other people to take the lead, allow them to make the decisions, allow them to choose how much they want to give, and you may be surprised at what you will receive. Your loved ones on the other side want to let you know that this coming month has a possibility of you receiving a type of love that you've never had before. So lead with an open heart and lead with an open mind, because you never know. And if you have gained some type of clarity for this reading, please subscribe if you have not, or just keep on coming back. To all my Pisces, take care.